Hi, sweetie pies. Nice to see you. All right, so yes, I can see this. Hello to my beautiful Lilith. Hello to Juan-san. If we have Mimi Michelle here, hello, sweetie. Hello, Isha. How are you doing, my love? You think you found a new boo and you want to know if he's worth it. We're going to go and look. I saw that you need a timestamp and you want a reading about work. Also depends on how nice of a read you get about. Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay, so we're going to do it on work and we're going to do it also on love. I got you, sweetie pie. All right, so how is everybody doing? Let's just go like this. And thank you so very much for your donation, my beautiful love. Hi, Love Shine. All right, so the list at this moment, we're going to start with Mimi Michelle, not the one who's across the world, the other. Then we're going to go and see Isha, and then I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend Love Shine. How are you doing, Love Shine, today? Is all okay and all good, my love? All right, sorry, I had to disconnect a second. You went to see Marvel's Thunderbolts. Was that good? Okay, and you did talk to him about the drinking thing, and that went good. All right, sweetie pie. Talking usually is quite worth it. It is. All right, good for you. All right, hold on just a second. I'm going to go, and it was very good, Watson. Did you go and see that with your mom? Wait, who did you go with? Did you say you went to see that with your mom? No, you did not. I know you often go and see movies with your mom. Okay, hold on. Let's go like this. I know it's hard to believe, Juanson. I don't even know what the Thunderbolts are. I have no idea. None whatsoever. I'm not even sure that I have seen the like anything of it, as crazy as that is. Okay, so just give me one little second. I am moving on in. Just one second. Alrighty. Mimi Michelle, I need to go into my email. Is everything okay with okay? Oh, let's go see sweetie. Hi, Angela. How are you doing, my love? Oh, I like that once, and I do. Okay, so we're going to put over here Michelle. And Michelle is going to be at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Love Shine, not right away, but soon. Soon you'll be able to post your questions, my love, okay? It is nice to see you, beautiful Angela. I'm wishing you the most loveliest and beautiful and blessed Fridays as can be. So let's go see our beautiful Michelle. Michelle, you want to know what is actually going on over here, right? Let's go see. Alrighty. Okay. So. What is happening? Moving over to Isha after. I know a timestamp is necessary. Then we're going to go and see Love Shine. Getting some specifics. Getting over here, weak foundation. Okay, I do not feel as though his phone is actually turned off, my love. I feel like he's actually doing a little bit on purpose. I'm not going to say that he's always going to keep you into that shady kind of a compartment as being blocked or something of the such, but there's no doubt about it that he is choosing not to answer. I'm getting over here that he's being a little bit unflexible, a little bit strict altogether. I'm going to go and get some more info. It's like he's basically upset. He's trying to prove a point is what he's trying to do, which doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to keep you into that kind of a way for a very long time. It just means that at this moment in time, he believes that you will be calling or you will be doing something, and he kind of wants to somewhat prove a point. So at the actual moment, I am actually going to say that yes, I do believe as though he has blocked. I don't believe this has anything to do with anything else. I feel like it is blocked. I feel like there's somewhat of a conflict between you guys. And honestly, I feel like he's okay, but I feel like he does not necessarily want to discuss. So that's why. Whatever's going on between you guys, I know that it was a little bit complicated last time I did your reading. Whatever seems to be going on, it's like he doesn't want to talk about it, doesn't want to face it, doesn't want to discuss about it. It's like he doesn't want anything about anything. And so it's kind of remaining a little bit into a place where nothing is really happening. But the whole point of the actual blocking would be to send a message out. It's like a clear message that he wants to send out of he's upset. It's not that he wants to block you or that he wants to keep you blocked. It's a clear message that he's upset and he really just, is not agreeing with any of this and kind of wants things to change. Now, how would he actually like things to change? We could go and see. How would he like things to change? What is he expecting from this blocking altogether? So what is he expecting and what is he wanting? Honestly, at this moment, he just wants rest. He doesn't want to talk. He wants peace. He wants nothing to do with nothing. He just wants to relax his soul, not think about anything. And in a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe then we'll unblock and maybe then we'll be able to do things. But for the moment, I'm seeing disappointment. All we want is nothing. I'm going to say just nothing. So is he okay? I'm going to say he is okay. I truly do feel over here that this is him trying to show his authority into a way of, I'm not happy about the situation. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't want to discuss it. And so he's trying to give you a clear signal. Is a clear signal going to stay forever? No. But I'm going to say probably for 2-3 weeks. I'm sorry, my love. I hate when people do those things. Even if you want to send out a message, it's not a good way to send out a message. But anyways, that person, the person that you're talking about, is okay. Phone not turned off. I'm sending you love, sweetie pie. And a lovely evening at work, sweet one. Isha, my love. Let's go see what's happening with you on this new boo. So you're going to be at 8:30. Let's put it over there. Hi, Julie. How are you doing, my love? I'm doing good. I did everything that I had to do. Hi, you're there, sweet love. Hi. All right, let me go see. Yes, and how are you feeling, my beautiful Julie? Love Shine, if you want to post your questions into the meanwhile, you can. We missed you too, my beautiful Alicia. I'm glad that you seem to be doing good. I mean, you've got a new boo. That's good. Work, we're going to go and see. Work is probably a little bit stagnant and you're probably wanting a little something more, but we're going to go and check out at it. We're going to start with your love life. All right, my love. I understand. I know why. And your headache is getting better. Thank God. I will do a spell for you tonight so you feel better, my love. Julie, will send you, well, you'll have a timestamp, but if you want, I can go on Messenger and let you know whenever it's done. So whenever you feel like you want to, or you have that time to do so, you'll be able to go and listen to it. Probably in about 15 minutes, my love. All right. I'll talk to you later. You can reach out to me later, sweetie. I'll be here when Mama's sleeping, okay? And then we can discuss. Alrighty, so, Isha, my love, you think that you found a new boo. Let's go see what's happening. Let's go and see what is this somebody who's worth it? Okie dokie. sweet Lord, what happened? What happened over here, sweetie? How long have you been talking with this new one? How long has this been, sweetie pie? And please let me know. Is this him? Is this you? Who the heck is this? I don't necessarily believe that it's you. Is it him? Somebody went through something really painful, love-wise, an ending. Ooh, it was catastrophic. Just knew. Did he tell you that he was with somebody and it ended up in a really, really bad way? Like a third party kind of a thing? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was nasty. A lot of fights, a lot of conflicts. Sweetie pie, at some point, yeah. This has nothing to do with you, but at some point in time into his life, this man has been cheated on. There has been like some third party energies. He might come up with it. He might talk about it at some point. Like he might not. Not everybody necessarily likes to talk about that, but I mean, he's been hurt, and I'm going to say that he was hurt into the beginning of the year. So it's something that would date, I will say January, maybe February is when that did happen, okay? Let's go see currently with you and him. Okay. Love Shine, by the way, sweetie pie. You can post your questions, my love. You can post your questions, sweetie. Okay. We do have our 2 of Pentacles. We do have our Hierophant, followed by our 4 of Swords. Sweetie pie. All right. At this moment in time, he is seriously contemplating this relationship. He is. I feel as though he is trying to look at the deep values, see if you guys have the same type of values in many different kind of ways. I'm going to say this person's a little bit of a dreamer, all right? They try to avoid conflict as much as they possibly can. They don't like it. It's not somebody who lies. They don't like lies. It's somebody who likes to dream. Somebody who can even be somewhat a little bit creative in different kind of ways. Thank you, Love Shine, sweetie. Thank you for posting. And thank you, Lilith, my love. Yeah, that's it, right, Isha? This person likes to, they're very creative. They like to think. They're somewhat of a dreamer. I feel like they can be even a little bit naive sometimes in love. I really do. But I feel like they want to offer you their love. I feel like they want to take their time. I feel like they're trying to show a little bit of vulnerability, but not showing too much vulnerability, because they kind of still want to keep a little bit of their barriers up. But I mean, this person is taking a little bit of their sweet time, but they are definitely very curious about you. They want to know more about you. I feel as though they are serious. They are looking for a long-term relationship. So this is not somebody who just wants to have fun or just wants to have socks. No. And I'm going to have to say, I feel as though they feel like they're somewhat connected to you into some kind of a way. So they feel like the connection that you have is somewhat special. It's different than something that he has lived into the past with other people, which I'm not necessarily talking about a soulmate or a twin flame connection. I'm not seeing that. But there is something within the connection between you and him that feels like it's onto a different level. And that level seems important to go and pursue and figure more about and really explore. So I'm going to say, is this new boo actually worth it? 1,000,000%. Yes, absolutely worth it. Let me go and see and take out more cards, see what else I got. And let me know into the meanwhile if there's anything in specific that you want to know. I don't know what happened to Watson. I don't know. You and Lilith, you're like the magicians. Yeah. I know. Yahtzee, right, Isha? Oh, we've got this, my love. We've got this. We definitely do. All right. So as we continue on forward, They do have a little bit of a resistance to change, which is why they're a little bit slow, but they want changes. They want modifications. I'm going to say in order for this relationship to take a little bit the next level and just kind of kick it into a different gear, so make things accelerate a little bit more, open up a little bit more, I'm going to say approximately 3 to 6 weeks. Within the following 3 to 6 weeks, you're going to get more invites. If you haven't had any invites yet, invites you will be getting. You guys will be meeting on up, and there will be multiple dates that will actually be following, my sweet love. And he's going to declare at some point in time his love and his desires towards you. He's going to declare that, sweetie, within, I'll say, the following 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah. I know. I see that, Lilith. I know, absolutely. So you're supposed to go into a date tomorrow. There you go, sweetie pie. Let's go see how the date's going to go. Why don't we go and do that? We're here. I'm here, you're here. Everybody's here. How's the date going to go tomorrow? Yes. How will the date go tomorrow? Let's go see. Let's do this live. How will the date go tomorrow? All right, tomorrow we're in beautiful contemplation. At the end of the day, you're going to be wondering, At the end of the day, you're going to get a kiss, by the way. You're definitely getting a kiss. There's no doubt about it. I feel as though we're moving from a place where there was a little bit of, I'm not going to say uncertainty, but there were a little bit of emotions over here. We didn't quite know. There's a lot of nervousness. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of everything that's kind of coming on through. But sweet love, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, we're moving on forward in great abundance. At the end of that day, you're getting a kiss, you're getting a hug, and you're getting another date that's going to be following, my love. So I'm going to say you're going to have a really, really good time. It's true, Angela. Although sometimes, Angela, I have to say, sometimes no. Sometimes it is best not to follow on through. Sometimes some dates are just bad. No, don't cry, sweetie. Well, if you cry because it's good, I say okay. But don't cry otherwise. If it's happy tears, I say okay. He seems too good to be true. Well, he's not perfect. He's not perfect, my love. Like I said, he's a little bit slow. He kind of takes his time, right? But he is looking towards something good. He is looking towards a long-term commitment. And you know what? He seems too good to be true is exactly what we need into our life every once in a while. That's what we need. It's that Prince Charming. It's that person you've always looked for that you never thought that you would find. So go ahead, enjoy the little butterflies into your stomach, sweetie pie, and enjoy the restless night because you're not going to sleep all that much tonight because you're going to be stressed, and enjoy all the attention that he gives you, and don't think that he's giving you too much because you deserve all of it. Give him as much as he gives you, and just let things move, let things open on through and follow the flow. Don't stop yourself with anything. Just go with what you think you must go. Let your emotions speak, and everything is going to be fantastic. You see, and he loves to cook, sweetie pie. Well, wait, if he loves to cook and he's good at cooking, it's perfect. Some people love to cook, but they're not good. All right, perfect. Hold on just 1 second. Just one moment. What's the word I'm looking for? Just 1 second. Here we go. Alrighty, let's go see with work, my love. What's happening with work? Yes. What's happening with work? We're going to go and see. And he's amazing at cooking. That's good. You were afraid because he has two girls. Because he had two girls and they can be possessive of their dad. Oh, Isha. I worry about that sometimes. Yeah, he has. I do, but don't. What's important in life is, yes, his children will always be into the number one priority. They always will be. Um, but I mean, you could be really, really right next to them. Like, you can be a part of it. You can be included. You can be, you can be completely involved in a million different kind of ways. The fact that I understand the fact that he does have children can be intimidating. I definitely do get that. I mean, I have three of my own, and I always declare them because who knows? I always mention I've got, it is what it is. But yeah, so I understand where the fear comes from, but I'm going to have to say it is valid. It is completely valid. And every parent and every person is different. But I believe that when we love and we truly do love and we really truly do care, we try to make everybody inclusive and together. And everything just kind of goes with the flow. So it's really not all that much of a problem. But I mean, go one step at a time, sweetie. All right? It's true, my love. Just one step at a time, my love. Let me go see what's happening with work, all right? But I get your feelings are completely validated. I understand that. But don't let that stop you is what I'm saying, because this could be the man of your dreams, and he could be the most perfect person on earth for you, my love. And those little girls could become your little angels. So here we go. Following on through. Work, my love. You're respected at work. You are, but sweetie pie, it's like if you're going to be choosing between something that... it's like if you have a choice that's coming towards you. You're not really interested in neither one of the choices, but you kind of have to pick one. So you're going to pick the lesser worse of both of them. Although they're not bad, they're just not really all that interesting. Does that make any sense to you? Because that's coming up within the following 2 months. There's a choice. None of them are exciting, but you got to pick one. So you're going to pick like the very best of both. But you are quite respected at work. You are. I feel as though, you're completely disciplined. You're there. I mean, if people can trust you a million times, you do, and you can give out really, really great advice. My love, work-wise, honestly, from what honestly at work, I don't really see all that. I don't see any changes really, sweetie. I see that little decision that is there. And I also see somewhat of a regret. There's something you're going to be disappointed about. I don't know if you're going to lose something. I don't know if it's like a contract or something that you wanted that you're not necessarily going to get. You're going to be a little bit disappointed by that. But it's okay. Whatever it is that you're not getting is going to be compensated a little bit later on, is going to be given to you. So some type of new contract, some type of new information, and there could be a renegotiation of your contract, of your work contract, within the following 6 months. So there could be a raise that could be coming on through, but that's within the following 6 months. Yes? Oh, there you go. There you go. You just got blasted by your boss yesterday. You thought you were getting fired. Yeah, you're not getting fired, sweetie. No, you're not. No, sweet Lord, no. Yeah, everything's okay, my love. No. So there is like that regret, that failure where you kind of feel like you lost something, didn't go all that well, but you're going to make up for it. There's like a new idea. There's something new that is coming on in that's going to make everything a-okay. And like I said, within the following few months, there's going to be like a renegotiation, but you're going to actually have like a pay raise that's going to go along with it. So that 6 months is pretty much here from the end of the year. So that's going to be happening with that. But other than that, my love, even though you've been kind of disciplined yesterday, things didn't go all that well, my love, you are being seen as a really, really hard worker. You're fantastic. You give what you've got to give. Yeah, I mean, you're human. You make mistakes, or maybe you don't necessarily do things. Could not be a mistake. Maybe you're not necessarily doing it the way that maybe the boss would like you to do it. And that's okay. We just have to make the modifications that are necessary. But my love, work-wise, you're good for gold, sweetie. Aha! Well, there you go. October is when the project is going to get renewed. There you go, sweetie. So you're going to get, yes. Oh, you highly doubt it, though. Well, October is pretty much in my 6 months. It's going to be, you're going to have a renewed contract and you're going to get a raise. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt yourself, sweetie. Don't doubt. Don't doubt love. Don't doubt work. Don't doubt yourself. You've got this. Be strong. Okay? You're good. You're great. You're loving. You're sweet. Stop doubting. Manifest. You don't want to manifest doubt. You want to manifest greatness. And that's what you are. So let's go and manifest it. Let's start by manifesting the most fantastic date tomorrow. Yes, I know you need to stop doubting yourself. Let's manifest for the most fantastic day tomorrow. And for the future dates that are going to be coming on through. And then we're going to manifest for something more. I know you do it all the time. I know. I don't say things for no good reason here, Isha. Let me give you some messages from your sweetie pie. Let's do it with the Hermit deck, okay? Here we go. Thank you, beautiful Angela. You're sweetie pie, my love. Although I have to say, Isha, sometimes I do say some things that, you know, sometimes I do say some things that are not all that important. But whatever I'm saying to you at this moment, it is. All right? So please give me a little bit of time. I've never felt this way before. We talked about it. This is messages from your new boo, sweetie. You know that he wants to take his time, but you know that he truly is highly interested. Love is the answer, and it shall be manifested towards you within the following 4 weeks. More time you spend together, I just want you all of the time. Thank you. I appreciate Isha. So are you. And well, let's go with another one. I want a beautiful, nice, fresh start with you. And the World card, I think you're so special. I believe that you're onto my path for a reason. Let's explore that reason together. Isha, sweetie, if there's anything else I can do for you, please do let me know. And otherwise, have yourself the most fantastic day tomorrow, sweetie. Enjoy yourself, my love. And thank you for your beautiful patience. And stop doubting yourself. Enough of that. Yes, have yourself the most amazing day tomorrow, sweetie. We know that you will. We know that you will, my love. It's not a problem, my beautiful Lilith. Honestly, you just do what you've got to do. I just know because I've seen that person a few times, my love. And that's the only reason why I know that. Alrighty. Isha, love's coming out towards you. All right, we're going to go and see our beautiful love shine. Yes, please do. You can send me an email too and let me know how it's going. I'll write back to you. I'll pump you up, sweetie. I'll get that. I'll take that self-doubt away from you. Love shine, love shine. You're going to be at 2830. What do we got for you? So you talked to him about the whole drinking thing, which is perfect. Good for you. And that seems to be making some sense. I'm just going to go and get Love Shine's questions. Not Love Shine. Julie's questions. Just one moment. We're going to go like that and like this. All right. Okay, so we do have our beautiful Julie who's going to be on up next. All right. So let me do this. Like that. Okay, Love Shine. Okay, so. I'm with wife. And Amy, sun up until sleep. I'm with wife. With wife. I am getting our King of Swords. I'm getting our Two of Wands. I'm also getting the Devil. I'm going to say there is some toxicity that is there between them. That's for sure, my love. I feel as though the Devil is coming on through to say, you know what? Our King of Wands is wanting to, like, bring forth, if you will. Just one second. I feel as though how could I say? I feel as though M at this moment is actually trying to kind of bring forth like different ideas, different changes is what I'm seeing. I feel like he is looking towards the future, and we know that he is because, you know, he's not planning on leaving or anything, but I just feel as though they are kind of attached together into a way that might not be the healthiest way, and I feel like often he kind of realizes that. But it's a little bit of an issue into the way that he realizes that the relationship that they have might not necessarily be the very best relationship, and yet they are deciding to stay together, which is, again, somewhat problematic. But yeah. So I'm going to say today, he realizes that the relationship that he has with her is one that is somewhat toxic, because we are sticking with somebody not because we love them, but because of situations, finances, and everything of the such. But I'm not going to say that anything bad or anything as such has happened between them today. I'm going to say same old. Now with you, sun up until sleep. Sun up until sleep with you. Sweetie pie, ooh, the possibilities, the different things that we would like to do with you. All the beautiful different things we would like to be doing with you with our Seven of Cups. However, I feel as though it's like if the world kind of stops us from doing so. I feel like at this moment he feels like it's a little bit unjust because he's not able to. Either he feels that he's not able to give you as much as he would like to, but there's like a little something where he feels like there is an injustice. There's something that's not completely correct or okay. But anyways, in any way, his feelings towards you morning until night is he feels like he must try to do more for you, but he does love you and he does look towards the future with you as much as he has the other days. So there's no frustrations, there's no lingering feelings or anything of the such that come on through. What are M's thoughts and feelings when you talked about the drinking thing? Yes. He thought it was an interesting subject. He wasn't necessarily expecting it. He saw where you were going with this. He understood, but he also understood that times have changed and that maybe that topic of conversation is maybe not a good one to have. Therefore, maybe not necessarily, not you bringing it on up, but maybe for him, he was a little bit clumsy in doing what he did, and that it's probably not a good thing to actually, you know, speak about that again. So I feel like he almost kind of learned a little bit his lesson from it. And I feel like he's going to try to do best, or anyways, better into the future coming upon. So whatever it is that you have said, I feel has resonated, has spiked some changes and transformations with him. And I feel like he's going to try to do better into the future. Now, his thoughts and feelings towards you. Thoughts and feelings towards you. Wanting to be, again, the justice, very truthful towards you. Wanting that beautiful progress with you at the same time. He's wanting to be loving and caring and sweet. He's wanting to be more supportive of you. And quite frankly, he also wants you to know that with our devil over here, he does have like almost somewhat of an obsession towards you, towards the way that you make him feel, towards what you give to him, the way that you are, what you provide to him onto an emotional, onto an intellectual, onto a physical level. So yeah, he's very attracted to you, sweetie, but he also loves everything that you do for him within your heart and within your soul. and tarot. We're going to leave a timestamp for Julie next. So next onto the list is going to be our beautiful Julie. Then we're going to go and see Mimi from across the world, all right? All right. The Empress, also getting over here that. All right, feelings that are coming on through are going to be the following over here, sweetie pie. Tarot-wise, I see over here that you feel sometimes a little bit insecure. He wants you to know that he never has any indecision towards you in any kind of a way. He wants you to know that he does love you. He wants you to know that we need to let go of the past. And when I say the past, I mean anything that is in regards to the past. So anything that happened yesterday and before, we must forget. We must move on forward towards something that is bigger, that is better. We must understand each other. So we must make things right at the very same time. So basically, he wants you to know that he never wants you to be in disharmony with him. He wants you to know that he loves you and he wants to be with you no matter what happens or what he actually says. Those are his feelings towards you. Yeah. He does. I'm glad for you, my sweetie pie. I like that he listens to you, and he listens to you because he does love you, and he does believe that it is important to listen to you. So I think that's good, sweetie. Well, yesterday he didn't, but today, after you talked about it, I'll say yes, he does feel bad about it. We put Julie at 37 minutes. I'm going to go and get her questions, okay? All right, my beautiful Julie. Great questions altogether, sweetie. Let's go see. So why is he into a procrastinating kind of a low-keyed mood lately? Sometimes when we don't necessarily have all that energy because our energy is kind of dissipated and kind of moved on through into different departments, it's more difficult to actually kind of channel one energy into one place and utilize all that energy there. I feel like that's a little bit what it is, but I'm also going to have to say I feel as though he's into a place that is more of an introspection, that is more slow moving at the moment. Not because of anything dramatic or not because of anything negative, but more like he's a little bit into that mental, that emotional processing zone. And sometimes I feel like he might feel a little bit overwhelmed or just kind of feeling a little bit uncertain about how to take his next steps forward, if you will, emotionally. So I feel like at this moment, I need you to think of it a little bit like an emotional buffering, right? It just keeps on playing over and over and over again. So, but it's there. Like he feels that it is deep. He feels those emotions that are there, but it's like if his own rhythm, his own beat is not necessarily going with what he feels. And he has to have that synchronization of what he is feeling and what is actually happening. So he's really just trying to kind of sync those things together. So no, I'm going to say there's nothing huge. There's nothing that's upsetting him at this moment. Nothing happened neither. I'm not going to say anything happened. It's really just himself that has a little bit of that natural tendency to kind of retreat when feelings get really, really, really quite real. But he's not doing that. He's fighting that. He's not pulling away. He's handling it, but he's handling it into his own quiet way. So instead of retreating, he's fixing out his own things within himself, speaking to himself and making things move on forward as best as he possibly can. So I feel like that's why he's kind of procrastinating, but into a low-keyed kind of a mood. He knows what he wants. He's just syncing things all together. And to do that, he needs to do it into a little bit of his own little hermit mode. Because otherwise everything just becomes way too real. He can't necessarily deal with it. So by interiorizing, you can't say that. By putting it inside, by thinking about putting it, that sounds so bad. Such a different connotation about that. By understanding this and interiorizing, that's, I think, is what I was trying to say. I don't know. By putting his feelings inside and figuring stuff out, that is where he is actually able to know what his next move is going to be. And that's how he's going to end up making that movement. That's when he becomes impulsive and he reaches out or he talks or you get into some sexual stuff. That's what happens. So it's a little bit of a bubbling on up of all those things that he's kept inside that he's been thinking about. And then poof, it just kind of happens. We just want more poofs is what we want. And about your energy that is sinking and possibly, yes, let's go and see that. I've got no problems using more of, yeah, no problems whatsoever with that. Okay, hold on. So about the energy that is sinking and using more of our, let's say, workings. All right, we're going to go and figure that one out. Alrighty. So, A, you're absolutely right. Why? Because we need to change. We need to modify. We need to have this transformation that is happening. So it's a yes, because we need to go and give him that absolute clarity where there is no doubt about it. We just move on forward. Everything is just, everything makes sense, and that's what we need. So, sweetie, I'm going to say you're absolutely right. The energies are aligned into the right direction, just not completely fully matched into the timing yet. So I'm going to say it's not a blockage. It's more like tuning into two different kind of instruments, if you will, to the exact same key. But it's still there. It's still happening. It's just kind of happening gradually. So I have no problem with using the energy work. Absolutely not, sweetie. We're going to do it with gentle alignment. I'm going to say heart healing workings, all right, to keep the connection open and emotionally safe. I'm going to say clarity and truth spells also to try to make this person recognize and express their feelings. And I'm going to say somewhat of a soft love drawing spell, not to force, but to enhance the energetic harmony, if you will. So we're definitely going to be working onto that, no doubt about it. And I am just going to write this on down because I am going to be doing them tonight and I don't want to forget about it. Okay, and the love drawing is what I said finally. Okay, so here we go, sweetie. My beautiful Julie, we'll talk a little bit later, sweetie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, but as for those three, I will be doing them tonight. Summer is onto its way. All right, we are, I'm going to go and see Mimi. I'm just going to answer over here Love Shine's questions. You say you talked to him about, yeah, and you're wondering what's going on with that into the past. What are his thoughts? Honestly, he understands your thoughts upon it, no doubt about it, but at the very same time, he doesn't necessarily want to be controlled. He figures that, yes, he does love you. Yes, he'll try to, do as much as he possibly can, but he's not going to block the person. He's not going to stop talking to the person, but he will be more careful. So I'm going to say because he loves you, he understands. He's very comprehensive. He'll try to, a little bit kind of keep his distances, but nothing much more. Like that person is still always going to remain, yes, onto the page, and yes, a little bit into his life into a certain way. Yeah. I know you were. I know you were, Love Shine. I know that you went upon it into the best way. We are going to put over here a timestamp for Mimi. Now, this is going to be Mimi from across the world this time around. So just 1 second. I'm going to go and get all the questions. And apparently we're going to go to the email. So just one moment. And Mimi is going to be at 45:30. An email it is. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Mimi, my love. Okay. I know that you're tired. I know that you're heartbroken. I know how overwhelmed you feel. I feel like you're holding on to so many emotions at this time, my beautiful Mimi, that there is pain, there is anger, there's confusion, there's betrayal. Like, there's everything to make a blockbuster movie. And there's just exhaustion. We're tired. And I feel like anybody else into your shoes would feel the same way. But you need to know that you're not weak into it. You're not naive. You're just human, sweetie. He's just playing games, and you just kind of believed a little bit his games and kind of walked on through with it. About him and the actual group chat, the fact that he opened the group chat after all that time kind of feels like he's deleting you. But I feel like it's more of a question of curiosity, of nostalgia, even maybe a little bit of guilt that is creeping on in. Maybe he thought that there could be something into the chat that could trigger some type of a memory into his mind. But is he reaching out, or is he accountable? No. The silence says a lot more than his clicks actually ever will. His clicks are really just to come on forward to say, you know what, I still think about you. I still wonder about you. Your energy is still into my life. So yes, it does kind of seem like he's moving forward, but not really, not in peace, or not really in truth. I mean, going to Japan and lying about it, that was hurtful also. It was cruel. And you don't deserve any of that. And you didn't ask for any of it neither. So his feelings and intentions at this moment, I feel like his actions are not reflecting somebody who is ready to give love or anything with integrity. I feel like if anything, his silence and his behavior shows that he's choosing comfort over honesty. He's choosing convenience over responsibility. So does he still think about you? I do believe that he still does, more than what you actually do realize. But I feel like his thoughts without actions, well, they're not necessarily love. They're just kind of echoes. And you, my love, deserve so much more than that. So about the pain and about the exhaustion altogether, well, you're right, my love. You're right. It feels completely unfair at this moment, what you're feeling and what you're going through, basically. He kind of left you with the weight of everything, the heartbreak, the family responsibilities, the emotional battles, the constant worry, and nobody needs to carry that all alone. So I feel like you're doing great doing what you're doing at this moment, but the pain doesn't go, away overnight, and I don't expect you necessarily to do so very quickly. But you need to know that you're not broken in a million pieces. You're grieving. You're not weak, but you're overwhelmed, and you don't need to figure everything out right away. What you need at this moment is just kind of go one moment at a time, and that moment will end up expanding. It will become longer and longer and better, and you will heal along the way. So how to actually stop healing? You don't have to stop feeling, but you can start by gently giving your emotions that place to rest. Where the little things. So write a letter to him that you'll never send, but get it all out. Every lie, every hurt, burn it, delete it. When you feel overwhelmed, try saying out loud, I don't need to fix everything today. Give yourself permission to not be okay, even in front of the people even in front of the people who expect you to be okay. Healing is not about letting go fast. It's about creating those little spaces or those safeties inside of yourself, even just if it's for a couple little minutes. So my love, I'm going to say for you, you've gone through already so many breakthroughs. You've done a lot already all the way up until now. Now it's a question of healing, but healing with a beautiful and honest heart along the way. And that's your strength. So don't let go. Keep on holding on strong. Okay? I know that he does still look for you everywhere. Also that he does miss the times together. No matter what happens, you still remain an angel into his mind. He is into a better space at this moment, but he also wants you to know that you're never really all that far from his mind. My beautiful love, Mimi, stay strong. One day at a time, everything is going to start to make a lot of sense, all right? One day at a time. Thank you for the coffee, my love. Have a lovely evening, my beautiful love shine. Let's go see Watson. Let's go see Watson. I did. I had a busy day, but I had a good day. Busy but good. Hopefully my weekend will be busy and better. Yes. So another half a day. I told you were going to have another half a day. You were stuck. Okay. And there was a ghost town again today. So how is Sweetie Pie doing today? Okay, basically from what I can see over here, I feel like she's okay. I'm not going to say she's having an exciting day altogether, but she's okay. Things are changing. She's getting new ideas. She's kind of moving on forward with them. So I'm going to say she's into a good headspace. What is she going to be doing for the weekend? What are the plans for the weekend? I'm going to say for her, she is going to be going out with some friends, but nothing much more. There's no big parties or anything of the such, but she is going to be going out with some friends, my love. So I'm going to say an okay weekend, nothing too fantastic. I do see her reading a book. I do see her listening to music. I do see her doing something with her mom, but I also see her doing something with some friends. Will she be thinking of you and anything she wants to say to you? Will she be thinking of you? Is there a moment in time where she does not think about you? I don't think so. She wants movement, my love. She doesn't want to be outside of those low church doors just kind of waiting for something to happen. She wants movement. So she wants you to know that she is highly and she has a lot of beautiful desire towards you, and she really does hope for the very best, my love. So I'm going to say she is wanting. I'm going to say that she is desiring, and she is truly hoping for the very best altogether. Yes. Let's go and see what we've got within work and love. It is, my beautiful Farah. It is, sweetie. Nice to see you, my love. How are you doing? You can definitely donate, my love. You will be up after Juanson's, sweetie. So, into the general. You're moving on forward, sweetie pie. A lot of opportunities that are still open and always open for you. You just have to grab the cup that actually interests you altogether. But love-wise, things are still stagnant. Nothing much happening, sweetie. I know. I want things to happen. I do. Yeah, I don't know what book it is. I don't know. I feel like it's I actually feel like it's something historical, whatever it is. Yeah, it has to do with history. I'm not going to say it's a documentary, but it has to do with something that is historical, like a Renaissance or something. Yeah, I know. I put the devil lettuce. I put the devil lettuce away. I didn't take the devil lettuce in a while. I put it away. Put it away. All right. Other than that, my sweetie pie, getting over here for you that into her messages for you, my love. She lacks courage to move on closer towards you to ask you on out, but she wants to be able to ask you on out. Yeah, something historical. Renaissance is going to be the time period also. She feels very excited by the thought of you, by the thought of spending time with you, but at the very same time, sometimes she's kind of afraid of not being good enough for you. Yeah. Let's go with Aunt Angel message. All right. Your angels are gently reminding you that even in moments of doubt, your soul is still aligned with a higher path. What feels heavy now is clearing space for something more meaningful to enter. Trust the quiet shifts. They are your signs that you are being lovingly guided forward. And Oracle message also is going to be of the following. A chapter is closing, but to protect your growth. The detours and delays are realignments that are guiding you towards what truly resonates. Stay open. What is meant for you is already finding its way towards you. The bookity book. Have a great night, Angela, sweetie. You too, sweetie pie. Farah, if your question is not on PayPal, you can post it here. If it is on PayPal, you can just be it there, though, sweetie. You're such a sweetie pie, Angela. We appreciate it, my love. You're a sweetie. The Hierophant. The answer is maybe later. Check back and master your talents for now. It is what it is. And love messages. Then we're going to go and see Farah, my love. Perfect, Farah. You're going to be up in just a moment, sweetie pie. Thank you. Your love feels like sunlight on my darkest days. You're the reason my heart believes again. Every little thing you do pulls me closer. And with you, love feels easy and feels real. No matter how busy life gets, you're always my favorite part. It does. It does. Well, I don't know if it does. It is the book. I don't know about the book. Farah, my love. Let me just go and pick on up your question over here, sweetie. Okay, absolutely. You say last night you texted him late. Okay, let me go and see, my love. What's he planning on actually doing? Okay. It's an interesting answer to give. And I definitely get that you'd be wondering, is it true? Is it not true? Is it just really something that he said kind of along the way? Honestly, my love, I feel like it's actually true what he's saying. I do. I feel as though part of him didn't really want to bother you, didn't really know if you were going to be asleep or not, so he did not text back. But I feel like he was trying to be more respectful than anything else. So I'm going to say towards you, sweetie, I do actually believe what he said when he, said, I thought you slept early. Absolutely. Now, I get it, but I feel like he's trying to be respectful towards you into the way that I truly do believe what he is saying. So far, I feel like he's truthful. I don't feel like he's necessarily playing any games. Now, is he planning to meet you this weekend? Ten of Pentacles followed by our Empress. He definitely would like to, but I don't feel as though he is. I'm seeing stagnation. It's like if he's afraid to meet you, my love. I'll take out more cards upon it. It's like if he's afraid to meet you. He wants to meet up with you and he wants to spend time with you, but it's almost like if he meets up with you and he sees you, oh my God, what if things went really, really well? It's almost like if he's afraid of a commitment. It's almost like he wants to have a commitment and he likes the idea of the commitment, but he's kind of afraid of the commitment. So it's like if he's kind of a little bit procrastinating the actual date of the weekend. So I'm going to say patience is going to be necessary. He's going to end up doing something else with somebody else. Not another lady, but he's going to end up going to do something else with some friends. Why? Because I feel like there's setbacks. I feel like he's a little bit stressed and I feel like he's procrastinating. So there's definitely going to be delays. But so for this weekend, it's a no. Is it truthful what he wrote into the message? I'll say yes. Does he want to meet up with you? I'll also say yes. But I feel like it's going to be within the following 2 to 3 weeks. I don't necessarily see before that. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from the reading, my sweetie pie. Does that make sense, my love? But his energy is nice and strong, wanting to move on forward, sweetie. Yeah. But don't be too surprised. He's procrastinating, okay, my love? He is. You will end up seeing him. You will end up dating him. But he's definitely procrastinating. Yeah. All right. I'm sending much love out to everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We shall see each other, unless we see each other into the weekend, which I don't necessarily plan, but hey, who knows? Otherwise, we shall see each other on to Monday, my beautiful loves. So stay strong, stay blessed, have a beautiful weekend, and love you guys. Good night, everybody.